All right, welcome back, everyone. After the epic battle on the river, where those bandits just weren't worth a shit, honestly. But that's good for you all.
Having a ballista helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
Man, Dalius is MVP in my book because he was rolling hot
yeah. Yep.
with these
We
dice.
also have the high
Inspiration.
ground, so
You did have
you
the
know.
high ground, and then Ron fell over
can't
when he
lose.
tried to get off the high ground. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
He's got big feet.
I was gonna do something so cool with that fight if I was able to hit that man with the blue. I was gonna like hit wood to wood with my staff and just sink the bolt right further into him.
Ow.
Sure. And you're mean.
Yeah, I in my mind,
I mean-
jumping off the boat with my hammer was going to be very cool and cinematic, and then I tripped.
Mhm. It's okay. There'll be plenty of other
Wait
times.
till like level 8, and then
There'll be plenty other times. So, as we bring it back in, if you defeated the bandits and you have one in your custody, as you're sailing with Dalius upriver towards Aramor, and as you came across the bend in the river, you saw that the city was currently in flames in many areas, large plumes of black smoke rising from different areas inside the city. And as you see the boat sailing towards it, Dalius's eyes just get large. And you can hear him under his breath just say, no, 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 no. And he turns over back to you, as to the group, and he just says, I cannot go there. I would lose everything. I cannot sail directly into a city that is burning. I have to turn
What
around.
is happening? What is happening, Captain?
And he points. If you can see, the city is currently engulfed in flames, and perhaps there is some sort of battle or something going on there. I cannot just sail my ship into there. I have cargo that is not mine.
Battle?
but you have to take us closer so that we can defend city.
We must help the people.
Yeah, and kill things.
Listen to Ron, he is wise. Vin is also technically correct.
Gotcha. Okay. I would like one of you to roll with advantage, if another one is helping, on either however you're trying to convince him, a persuasion roll, if you're going to intimidate him.
I can roll
see-
persuasion.
I don't want to roll any of those things. Can
I got a 22 persuasion.
Whoa.
Ron is very persuasive.
So what do you say to him exactly to try and sway his opinion of just not going there?
Captain, people in village are scared. Do not have people to defend. They can lose everything. Perhaps long time ago, Captain was just like these people. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go, helpless. And we are that shining beacon to help these people and deliver them to safety.
And he kind of just, you're all kind of just around him telling him this, and he just kind of thinks, and he's like, you are right. You are right. I cannot risk the ship in case perhaps we need to escape, but I will take you to the docks, and then we'll drop you off there, and hopefully you can help defend this village, and I will do what I can from here. Does this sound good?
Ron is in your debt.
Okay, so he kind of goes back and fixes the sails and speeds up towards the village of Aramor. As you're crossing over, you can see kind of a large rocky hill where there's a lookout tower. And as you're passing through the village, you can see just people yelling and running. You see small figures darting in between buildings, setting things alight. And as you're approaching sort of this dock, you can see the area where ships normally go and dock there. And there are some sort of creatures there on the dock, rifling through barrels and things of the sort. And to continue this sort of combat-filled episode, I would like you all
Hey, dude.
Oh my gosh.
to roll initiative again.
Look at this
Sound
map.
Is that a seagull?
Hopefully the map should be working for you all at home now after some quick troubleshooting on my side.
I like going late. I rolled a 5.
And you all can enter your
Same.
initiative right into the turn order. It should be good to go for you there. And as your boat makes its way alongside and starts to dock into the village of Aramar to try and save the village. If you'll give me just a moment, I'm going to set these initiatives really quickly. And these kobolds rolled really well.
Wowzers.
I was just gonna ask if, like, pulling up, can we recognize what these are? But
Yep. I probably shouldn't have said it, but yeah. So you see these small, that's okay. You see these small creatures with just long snouts, kind of rusty red skin, and wearing just kind of very little like rags and stuff on them, carrying makeshift weapons of sort, and you can just see them rifling through barrels and such. Let me see what languages you all know really quickly. None of you can understand what they're saying. You hear them kind of yelling and just like chittering back and forth, and they're just like looking and throwing things onto the dock. You're really not sure what they're saying exactly. Let me fill out these initiatives. A couple of these creatures that I mentioned, they have wings as well, and they're flying above some of the others, almost kind of giving orders. You can see them pointing and shouting as the others are rifling through some of the belongings in the barrels and crates and stuff like that, and they're breaking them open. Let's see.
damn, we're getting dunked on initiative here.
Oh, yep.
Let's see.
I rolled
Wait,
really
mine didn't
well,
enter? Hold on.
but I don't think it's working.
Yeah, I entered mine.
Did you hit enter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be fixed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I see it now.
Cool. It just takes it a little bit to kind of to settle there. Okay, so up first is going to be Bryn.
Oh boy.
You see a bunch of these small creatures going through boxes, and for some reason they may not have just completely noticed you as the ship is kind of pulling in the dock. They kind of look over their shoulder and see this massive ship for a river anyway, or kind of pull in.
I am going to just yell, not like any words, just like, ah, I don't know, warriors yell. Xena
Yeah.
yell.
Sure.
I can't do it. And I'm going to take my shield and I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, and I'm going to cast catapult on it,
Awesome.
Ooh.
and it's going to go
What's that do?
this way, right
Oh,
here.
perfect.
If it
Very
can hit that
nice.
last one, great, but I don't know that it can.
You can get those three.
I'll get those
Yep,
three.
you can get those three.
So it's gonna hit at least one of them, I hope.
Mhm. Sure.
What does it
So
do?
dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha.
So they go in order. So the first one has to roll first.
They get a 9.
Fails, hits him. Smack.
Gotcha.
And he's gonna take 3d8 bludgeoning
Woo!
damage.
All right.
Let's go.
I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Ooh. Ooh. 20 damage?
20
Oh my.
damage. Wow.
Yo,
So
Ooh,
as you take your shield and you incant this spell and just throw your shield, What does it look like as you just completely run through this kobold?
I just like take it and just fling it like a frisbee, and a little bit of like a blue energy like seems to be like propelling it even further forward, and it just fucking bonks him. Just like when I threw that frisbee and hit Sandwich in the head.
Like a satisfying ping.
Just spook, and he's just down, like immediately down.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to hold up my hand, and it's gonna Captain America right back into my hand.
Perfect.
So recall it.
You throw this shield
With my weapon
right at
wand.
the kobold. It strikes him and he crumples immediately. And then your shield kind of spins and returns right to your hand as you say. Anything else that you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge because I got that back from the short rest, right?
You did get
And
a
I'm
short
just
rest
gonna
while on the boat.
chuck my spear at the closest guy.
Go for it.
Actually, I think he's just at a rage. No, that's okay. I can still throw it at him. I'll just pipe this.
The closest one's 25 feet
It's
away.
disadvantage for 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. What's your minimum range on the spear? I don't remember off
It's
the top of my head.
2060.
Okay, you're just out of range, so it's disadvantage.
Fantastic. 17.
17 hits. Roll
So
your damage.
as I'm like, I catch the shield, and then I just would continue around and throw out the spear. And that's gonna be 5. Nope.
5 damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. All right. Tell me how you end this kobold with your spear.
I did 2. That guy is like looking at his friend as the shield boinks off his head, and then he turns back around just as the spear just like thunk right into the neck.
Perfect.
And then I'll turn to the rest of the gang and be like, I got 2.
That kobold just
It's a
falls,
challenge.
crumpled to the ground with a spear embedded, and you see kind of blood just splattering out of it. Up next is going to be not that kobold. That kobold is dead. This kobold, he kind of just looks, and you just hear him and just yelling and pointing at the ship. You have no idea what they're saying, unfortunately. And they are going to move here, and he is going to take a sling from his belt and kind of whirl it in the air and then throw it directly at you, Bryn. Oof, that's a 23 to hit.
Wowzers.
Ooh, yeah, it's
Actually, that is not correct. They're at disadvantage, and that is only an 11, so it misses. So he slings, and he thought it was going to hit, and then it just kind of sailed over you, falling harmlessly onto the deck, the stone that was in the sling. Up next is one of these flying creatures. They look similar to how these look. It just seems as though they just sprouted wings and are able to fly. They are going to fly. They're going to go here. And I believe that they're going to dash. And they're going to go right above you, Valkan. I'm going to put them above just so the tokens don't stack on each other. But he's directly above you.
Okay.
And then this is a dead kobold. The other winged kobold is going to fly as well. And then they're going to dash and get right above you, Bryn. That one's also directly above you, but I'm going to put it to the left just so you can see where your token is. But they're flying directly above you. Up next is Dalius. And he's a little far. He's going to get here. And then dash to try and help and get into the fight. And that's all he's going to do for now. Valkan, you have a kobold like directly above you right now.
Just like a couple feet above me.
Yes. He used all his movement to get to you.
Okay, so a lot of things happen fast. All of a sudden he sees this thing above him. Just kind of looks up. A little annoyed at this point because, like, I just have some peace and quiet for a little bit. So with that in mind, he's just gonna like almost nonchalantly, one-handed with the staff, thrust the staff upward and try to hit the creature under its face. Knock it out of the air.
Go for it. Roll attack.
I'm rolling the right dice here. Wait, okay, never mind. Hold on. It's like, that's gonna be bad. That should be a 12 to hit.
A 12 misses. So you thrust upward and then you just barely miss this kobold as he kind of flaps out of the way. And you see Captain Dalius look to you and he goes, no. You must thrust where they're going to be. And is going to use his reaction to let you reroll the attack roll.
Ooh.
What? Cool.
Okay.
So reroll.
Oh, okay. Falcon's just like, all right.
Just a little bit of constructive criticism from Dalius.
This one is a 17 with the staff.
17 hits.
All right. So double pyramid. Okay. Ooh, that is 11 points of damage with the
11 points of damage. How do you end this
It's a
creature?
lot.
So, like I tried the first time, having slightly missed and hearing the captain say, "No, where he's going to be." Falcon's like, "Okay." Does the same motion in a slightly different direction and just cracks the thing under its face, and then it just falls out of the sky. Just one-handed.
Yep. You hit it right in the face and it just kind of almost flies sideways and just falls into the deck. Dead.
This poor kobold.
Okay. And this kobold is going to move up with his friend there. And they are going to throw their sling at Bryn. And it's a natural 20.
Oh.
So you take 8 bludgeoning damage as he kind of winds up the sling, throws it in your direction, and just hits you just right in the side of the head. Vin, your turn.
I am going to do acid splash at the two that are next to each other
Gotcha.
right here.
Go for it. And that's is it a dex saving throw? Is that right?
Let me double check. Yeah, it is.
Gotcha. The first one gets a 4, and the second one gets a 14.
My dex is 14, so who
Gotcha.
gets it?
So the one
My
here,
favor or their favor?
yeah, the one to the right on the screen is the one that failed.
Okay. I'm looking at something. Hold on. I thought I had something that I can make them just like roll bad. Oh, maybe I didn't take that. Okay, never mind.
What's your damage on that one?
Let me 5.
5 damage as you take your acid splash and then just kind of launch it over to the kobold there. The acid just kind of hits him right on the snout and just kind of covers his whole face and just kind of burns through him as he's yelling and screaming, and then just falls and is dead. Ron.
All right. I pull out my javelin, and as a bonus action, I'll cast Ensnaring Strike. And as my javelin
is enveloped by thorny vines, I chuck it at this flying creature.
Okay.
That would be a 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
It's gonna take 8 damage, and if it survives, it needs to make a Dex 12 saving throw.
There is no need.
Or strength. Oh,
As
excellent.
you toss your spear, or you at this, there's a javelin. I'm sorry. He just hits him as the vines envelop him, and he just falls out of the air, landing into the water, making a splash. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
And then I shall position myself to disembark the ship if I need to.
Gotcha. This kobold, you can just kind of see him, his eyes darting back and forth, and just goes, "Ah!" and just runs, using his full movement, and is seemingly off the map, running all the way down the docks, and you see him kind of disappear in the city streets. Bryn.
Okay. I'm gonna leap over to the dock.
Go for it. You can actually just jump from there, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's well within your
And
jumping
then
distance.
Does that take extra movement or just the normal?
Well, you did do it flat-footed, right? So
Yeah.
yep, so when you jump,
Should be. I really just want to make it to this dude right here. So.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you can move a number of feet up to your strength score when you're just standing jumping. So you can move that 10 feet across and then make your way over to him. That's good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just take that spear and just try to shank this guy.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see. 10.
10 is not enough to hit the kobold. And then
Okay,
you can
let's
see...
Turn.
Yep, and that's it. Unless you have anything else you'd like to do.
I just want to ask you, how much damage did I take previously? Because I forgot to write it down. You can give me bonus damage as a penalty.
I
if you
don't
wish, DM.
remember. I think that it was the crit with the sling. I want to say that it was 8 damage, a 3/3, and then
Okay,
+2.
I'm sure chat will correct, but I'll take 8 for now.
Yeah, we'll call
Thanks,
it 8.
chat.
This kobold is dead. This kobold is dead. Making short work of them. Up next is Dalius, and he is going to pull a hand crossbow off of his belt, and he's going to take a shot. He's going to maneuver a little over here so he can get a good shot, and then take the one that you are currently engaged with. And I believe that is within range for a hand crossbow. Wow. 22. Okay.
Dalius, can you stop being a better badass than us? Jeez.
And he rolled max damage, so he rolls 8
so strong.
piercing damage.
What a kill
When
stealer.
the NPC is better than you.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a pirate captain.
He's better than all of us combined.
he's a ship captain, so he's definitely been through some stuff. So he pulls the hand crossbow and then aims it, and then just fires and hits the kobold right into the side of the head, killing it.
Oh, maybe he can pick up and cradle run.
Okay, so you can see this, the kobolds just lying before you all, the city kind of ablaze. And then Dalius, he says to you all as he kind of moves over, he goes, okay, go into the city. I will be here. I will protect the ship. I will use the ballista if I have to. But go and protect the village. Yes.
Very good. Thank you.
Take this street here and then go alongside the wall, and then we'll take you directly to the square.
We shall do that.
Gotcha. Okay, so you all hop off the boat and you lead the way as he had told you. You run through the streets and you kind of take on the outside away from the docks, and there you can kind of see the city wall, and then you can see where this is where some of the fires have started on your map. And you should be on
Whoa.
a new screen here.
Whoa!
Sick.
Ooh, this town is
So fancy. I mean, not for the town, but
Oh my gosh, the sound effects.
It's really cool.
Well, I'm stressed out now.
Wait. I forget, where's the sound?
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep the same initiative for you all to avoid us having to re-roll everything, and then I'm going to move on to the next encounter on my side, if that's okay with you all.
Huh?
And then we can go ahead and get the party started because
I don't ever want to stop fighting.
Full combat episode, let's go.
I mean, the city is obviously under attack, so it's definitely not outside the possibility of you having to fight through quite a bit of kobolds here. And as you're entering this part of the city as it's currently burning, you can see what looks to be some sort of town guard or something in like a guard post, just shooting arrows as fast as he possibly can, as the kobolds below are lighting things on fire, looking for things to steal, and things of the sort. So, we will start at the top of the initiative, and we will go with this kobold here. And he is going to run forward and try and use the sling against the guard on the top. And he misses, so he hits the sling, but with all the smoke kind of in the air, he doesn't really get a good beat on him and misses. Bryn, you are next.
Okay. I'm going to run forward and I'm going to cast never mind.
All right,
Yes,
I haven't heard of that spell, but
oh no, I can make it to this one. So I'm gonna run over here
Sure.
and I'm gonna cast Booming Blade.
okay.
I thought I had to cast it ahead of time, but I cast it when I attack with it. So I'm gonna cast that and make a melee attack against this guy.
Gotcha.
6.
A 6 is not enough. So as you kind of swipe with, I guess this is a motion used with a spear because you use a spear. I don't know why I swiped. You try and hit him with the spear. He's,
Bonk.
yeah, he just dodges out of the way.
That's why I missed. Poor form.
Yeah. This winged kobold is going to fly and try and get over to this guard. And they're going to make it about here. And they're going to dash, and they've used all their speed to get up to where the tower is, and they're flying above them. Up next, this kobold turns and just sees you running, hears Bryn yelling as she's trying to swipe. And he runs forward and then uses their sling and throws a rock at Valkan.
Nani?
And 22 AC against you, Valkan, which I believe hits.
Yeah.
Is 6 damage, unless you'd like to do anything about it.
You know what? We're knocking that away. Or trying to.
Gotcha. Roll your D10.
Okay. The D10 plus any?
I think it's plus 6
Oh,
for you.
Oh, sorry, it's actually 5. So 8.
Yep. So you have enough, and then you swat away the small stone that he hurled at you.
Falcon's just like, Nani!
All right.
Bouncing away.
And then this winged kobold is going to fly. And stay right here for now. And they're going to hold their action. Valkan.
Okay. So, slightly annoyed that he's being targeted with rocks. Just gonna step forward, straight up to this guy, and I know he's looking like he's ready to do something, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get right up there and I'm gonna strike at him.
Go for it.
See what he does.
Roll to attack.
All right. That is a it's 11 to hit.
11 misses. You go to strike them with your quarterstaff, and they're small creatures, and he just easily dodges out of the way.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a key point to do patient defense.
Okay. You kind of lean
Just
back
kinda
into your
ready up, like-
stance. Gotcha. Okay. Up next is this kobold, and they are going to run here to the edge of just this burning building as you kind of feel the heat coming off of it. And they are going to try and stab at you with a dagger. Oh, wow. That's another natural 20.
Oh.
So
What?
they stab at you
What
with a
dice are those?
dagger. Thanks for those dice mods. I appreciate it. Thanks for buying those for me.
Knew it. I knew
Is
it.
this attack against me?
It's
Curse
against
the
you.
mods.
Yeah, so it would be at disadvantage.
Yep.
For patient defense, and it is not a crit. Okay, so
Ah,
he still hits you with a 20. Thank you for reminding me. It's not like you just said it or anything. So it's just a normal stab with a dagger, and you take 3 piercing damage. So you kind of feel like that he was gonna thrust right at your throat, and because you're patient defense, you were able to kind of move out of the way and put your shoulder into it where it could hit a less vital part of you. And up next is going to be Vin.
Okay, I'm gonna
Get 'em.
do acid splash again at these two. Hold on, I'm on a different thing. At these two right here.
The 2 that aren't flying.
Correct. Wait,
Um,
I retract that. Can I retract that?
Sure.
The baddie who's over by the guard.
Mhm.
I'm actually going to do firebolt at him. That's what I meant to do the whole time.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, go for it. You were just within range too, so
Yeah.
huge range.
Okay, so that is this guy. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
yeah, 13 just hits. Roll your damage.
Yes.
There you go.
That is a 4.
4.
But could I use my Tides of Chaos to roll with advantage? Or no? Oh, I have to say it prior, right?
You do,
Is it-
and if you were to use that, then you would only just be seeing if you got a crit, essentially.
Oh,
Since you already
interesting.
hit him.
Okay.
hmm So
Oh,
next
okay,
time, just make sure
then-
if you want to use that, you can. Just make sure you do it before the roll. But
Okay.
as you kind of just sling this firebolt through the flames of the buildings as it emerges through the smokes and just pelts this winged kobold, and he kind of just falters a little bit trying to stay in the air. Definitely hurt, but not quite down yet. Anything else that you would like to do?
No, I'm gonna chill where I am.
Gotcha. All right. Ron.
How high is this winged kobold flying?
He is about like 10 feet up. So not too high.
Okay. I'm going to launch another javelin.
Go for it.
23.
23
To hit.
definitely hits.
8 damage.
8 damage. You launch your javelin as it just embeds into one of the wings and threw that into the side of the kobold, and it just can't fly anymore and just falls to the ground in a heap, killing it.
Excellent. And then I will stand next to Vulcan.
Gotcha. The guard's turn. So this particular winged creature is above him. Looks like it's carrying like a large rock, ready to just drop it on him. And what he is going to do is he's going to kind of take the attack of opportunity from them to kind of back away. And they miss, which is good. And he kind of points his longbow to shoot at that creature. And he hits with a 13 AC, which is just enough. And with that longbow shot, he is able to, you see him loose the arrow, and it just hits dead center mass, and then the kobold just falls, hitting the side of the kind of platform that he's on and just rolling off. Also dead. Good job, guard. Up next is the kobold in front of you, Bryn. And they're going to take their turn to miss you with a dagger. He swings but just can't get through your armor. This kobold over here is going to, it's going to fly directly above you. I'm going to put it there just so it doesn't cover your token. And they have just a large like rock they're holding, and they're going to try and drop it onto your head.
Rude.
And that is a 14 to hit, which I think misses you. So he drops this rock, which is you're able to just dodge to the side. Up next is this kobold is going to fire another sling at the guard and is going to miss with a natural 1. And then back to Bryn.
All right. Well, now I've got 2 guys in front of me, so that's fun. Going to once again do Booming Blade, and I'm going to try to stab the... Actually, I'm going to try to stab the flying one this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just tried to drop a rock on me. Is he high enough where I can't reach him, though?
He's about 10 feet above you.
Oh.
So you'd have to like throw something.
I'm going to
have some
cast
kind of
Lightning
reach.
Lure on him then.
Okay.
Strength.
Is a strength check or saving
Mm-hmm.
throw? Kobolds are great at this, just in case y'all knew. He rolled a 2.
Okay, so he's going to come 10 feet towards me, which should
Gotcha.
get him within range, and he's going to take 1d8 damage.
Okay. So you
Which
basically pull him
is
from the
8.
top of you, and he just lands right where he is in the square. It was 8.
Yeah,
that
I
the
just
damage?
point my spear at him, and electrical blue damage shoots up and just pulls him towards me.
Gotcha. What does it look like
Make
when
it
you
s-
kill this kobold with your lightning lure?
Oh, nice. The lightning just pulls him straight onto my spear.
Perfect. And it's just kind of sitting there and just
And I just look at him.
electricity coming
That
off
is what
of the
I
body.
thought. And then I'm just
You got
going to
a
shake
nice-
him off my spear.
You have a nice rat kebab.
Yeah.
And you just kind of leave him there to the side. Electrical energy just kind of just dissipating from it. Up next is not that kobold, they're dead. And then this one that is in front of you, Valkan, they are going to try and stab you with a dagger. And they are going to hit you with a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
That is going to be 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Can you just make a flat, just a wisdom check for me?
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
Alright. It was what again? Sorry.
Just straight wisdom.
Straight wisdom save. That will be an 18.
An 18. You kind of just see from the battle now that once some of these creatures are grouped up, They seem to be distracting you and trying to find your weak points. Just based on that, you kind of understand that they're more dangerous when there's more than one around.
Okay. Gotcha.
Let's see. Up next. Not him, they're dead. Valkan.
All right. I'm gonna spend another key point.
Sure.
Start to do Step of the Wind, and essentially I'm gonna plant my staff into the ground and kind of vault over two kobolds in front of me, and I'm just gonna use the remainder of my movement then to
So
just kind of.
I will say that you can't move through a creature square, but it's fine because there's an empty space where the other one has died, so you can kind of go around.
Oh, I got.
You can't normally move through, but you've got room, so just be aware of that one.
Reset the thing.
So
So going this way, and I'm just gonna kind of make my way towards the guard. It's 45 feet of movement base, and
are you taking disengage or dash?
I take the disengage, so no
Gotcha.
dash. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be right there.
Okay, perfect. Anything else that you'd like to do?
I think that's all I can do at this point.
So
I
if
got
you
an
used,
action, right?
if you still have your action. So if your goal is to get to the guard, you could use your action to dash as well and use your movement, or you could throw something or what else you want to do.
Yeah. Okay. I'll use my action to dash then. And then a dash is half movement or another full movement.
Another full movement.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of mosey on over really fast to get right up next to this,
Go for it.
and that's it.
All right, that's it. It is the kobold's turn that you ran from, so they are going to
Just kind of like later on. Shoot.
going to try and surround Ron, and he's going to try and stab you. And they're going to get a solid 12 with their daggers, so they're going to miss you. Vin, it is your turn.
I'm going to the kobold that's farthest away. Actually, nah, you got this. You're good. The one that's right here, that's pretty close to me. I'm going to do firebolt at him.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Uh, 12 plus 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 17,
Definitely
18.
hits.
Yay.
Roll your damage on that poor little kobold right there. Just trying to burn villages.
7.
7 damage. How does your firebolt in this kobold?
Nice.
It comes out like a firebolt, but it also has like a trail of like smiley faces that are like winking, and hits him right as he's like yelling ah and screeching. It goes right down his throat and just explodes him.
It's just a line of
Perfect.
winky emojis. Like
Yeah, winky emojis.
And he just falls to the ground, still in flames amongst all the rest of the flames on the buildings around you. All right, Ron.
Ron is gonna step in front of this kobold to close the gap between it and Vin, and then while I'm shifting positions, I'm gonna do like a tennis backhand hit, but with my hammer.
Perfect.
quick fan art of Ron in tennis clothes.
Oh gosh. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits. Roll your damage.
With laughter, Ron hits with 5 damage.
5 damage. You obliterate this kobold with your tennis style backhand as you adjust your headband, your sweatband afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like old school, like 80s tennis player in full backhand.
I can picture it so well.
Gotcha. Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
And then Can I use the remainder of my movement to move forward, like in this gap here?
Yep, you sure can.
Excellent. I will do so.
All right. The guard is going to step up towards the edge so he can see the kobold that Valkan is engaged with, and is going to take a shot with their longbow with a 21.
Why are your NPCs like this?
And they do 4 damage, so hits him in the shoulder from the top, burying deep, and this kobold is just barely hanging on to life at this point. You can kind of see blood coming out of the wound, and they're kind of coughing blood after this hit. And then the kobold in front of you, Bryn, swings with their dagger, trying to get you away from them in kind of a desperation swipe, and misses. And then the kobold that's in front of you, Valkan, takes a swing and see if they hit you. It is a 16.
Yep.
Kind of a desperation as they're like clutching their shoulder with this arrow lodged into him. Just like takes a swing at you, and hitting you
It's
for
half
5
because he's hurt. I'm just kidding.
it gives you 5 piercing damage.
Wee.
Bryn, you're next.
Okay, I'm going to once again do Booming Blade since it's a melee attack. Why not? And I'm going to just try to shank this guy with my spear. I just basically wiped his friend off the spear, and then I'm going to turn around and swing it right into him. 12.
A 12 hits.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's going to be... 7 damage.
And with your booming blade, as you strike and fill this kobold with electricity, they also just fall into a heap in front of you.
Oh.
Anything else you'd like to do?
More for Bryn! And then I turn around to see how my friends are doing.
All right. Valkan,
Uh-huh.
up to
So-
you.
Falcon's rushed up to this kobold. Sees him get shot. Kobold turns around, knifes him. He's like, Nani? And then just first thought across his mind is just smack the thing across the face.
All right.
Like, just, I'm done.
Make your attack roll.
That's 11.
And 11.
Oh, sorry. That's 9. That's 14.
14 hits.
Ooh.
Roll your damage.
Okay. And that's 8 damage.
Gotcha. Didn't matter. They had 1 HP left. So as you strike them with your quarterstaff, you hit them in the side, and they kind of spin like in a martial arts movie and just fall onto the ground and don't get up.
The guard. They didn't need our help.
Yep. So the guard kind of looks and he says, thank you. I need to stay at my post and try and help anyone who's inside. They need help in the square. And he points you in the direction of where the square is.
Oh boy.
Falcon's just like, yeah, you have like a, can I get like a band-aid or something? And it's just like waiting for the rest of the group to catch up to.
At that
Gotcha.
point, can I run by Valkan and just kind of like slap him on the back?
Sure.
Be like, you'll be. I don't have anything that can heal him if he's not downed, do I?
No.
It's okay,
Falcon
Bryn.
takes-
Ron
Falcon
shall
takes
heal.
1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I still slap him on the back and be like, "You'll be fine," as I run past.
Ron will do the same and slap Volcan on the back, but my hands are glowing with radiant energy, and you heal 10 hit points.
That's
Nice.
the weirdest like thing. It's like first it's like, and then it's like, ooh, that feels good.
Gotcha. So
How much was it? Sorry.
You heal 10 hit points.
Sorry. All right, 10. Thank you.
And I skip over all the way from back where I was and like a la 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 skip, and I also slap him on the back because everybody else is.
perfect.
I'm actually also gonna second wind.
Okay.
But it's like kind of hard, and he like moves forward a little bit, like a you know.
Yeah.
Falcon's just,
Gotcha. Okay, so as you are moving along, if you choose to move along now to head towards the center of town.
Yes.
So as you head to the center of town, you can see directly in front of you what appears to just be a large, just giant, almost like a mansion towards the center of town. And as you all move there, let me get you some tokens real quick because I'm totally professional and had them prepared beforehand.
I love these maps. Ooh-wee.
And then I also posted in the chat, if you're curious, and we'll also put them in the descriptions of the videos later of where you can go to get these. So as you enter following the road, you see what appears to be a few guards kind of in a standoff with these kobolds. And you can see there's a couple of the ones that are flying. There are a couple of the normal ones. There's also one on your right as you're kind of moving through that looks a little beefier than the other ones. They're also wearing armor, have a spear, and are carrying a shield, which you haven't seen before. As well as one kind of standing in the back, just wearing like a tattered just robe. And it looks like that they're trying to cast some sort of incantation of some kind. So let me make some add some initiatives right here. And as you approach, you hear the guard kind of in the center, and he's basically saying to the other guards, "We have to make it through. We have to protect the Lord. They cannot get inside. There are people in there hiding." So from that, you can sort of ascertain that this is probably where the Lord is of the city. As well, people are probably taking refuge inside to try and get away from this kobold attack. So bear with me while I add a whole bunch of initiatives here. I've got them pre-rolled, I just can't pre-add them until we get over there.
So pretty. Look at the little flag. It's also making me sad because I realized how pretty that section that got burnt up probably looked.
Yeah, it wasn't in great shape anymore. All right, last couple here. Man, some of these rolled really well.
You've been rolling well all night, so.
Some of them are rolling well. Some of them are not.
Crit Master Max.
You know, I don't know. These dice are hot. You can just blame my wonderful moderators for buying me a set of dice for running a game for them, testing some of this stuff out. So thanks for the hot dice. I appreciate it. So up first, you can see that this large hulking kobold that's a lot larger than the rest of them. You can see him sort of raise their shield and just kind of lurch forward after the guards. And he is going to stand front and center. And they are going to just hold their action.
That's the big beefy one? Or is the big beefy one and the one in the back?
The big beefy one is right here. The one in the back has the robes and it looks like it's moving their hands, gesticulating, which you would know that they might be casting a spell of some sort.
Okay.
Bryn.
Okay, I want to run up to here.
Yeah.
And I will take the dodge action.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna tell these guards, stand behind me and hold up my shield.
Okay. So you can see that this this creature in the back looks similar to some of the other kobolds, just wearing like actual like a remnant of a robe, and is slightly a different coloration, a little bit like a more vibrant in color compared to the other ones. You can see them moving their hands, and they're going to cast a spell
That's where I die.
What's that?
So this is where I die.
Perhaps not. So they cast a spell on themselves, and
Would I be able to tell what it was?
sure, make an Arcana check.
Hold on, let me check my sheet. 7.
7. You're not sure. You haven't used this spell before. Maybe you haven't come across it. You know that it's something that's probably affecting the caster, since they sort of like imbued some sort of energy in themselves. But you're not really sure what it is that they're trying to do.
Gotcha.
Aside from that, they're also going to cast another spell.
What? 2 spells? Who is this? Who this be?
And they're going
Spells.
to
What
sort
does
of
it mean?
move to the side here to get a good vantage point, and they're going to cast a spell on this guard.
If it's an
And-
attack roll, I'd like to impose disadvantage.
Okay. What's your range on that ability?
Just have to protect the person 5 feet from me, I think. I don't think it has
Gotcha.
any other.
Is
Or
it
is it
only
melee
against a
only?
melee attack?
Let me check.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say on the short. Let me read the long description. It should be fine. Yeah, I can impose disadvantage. This is the protection fighting style.
Gotcha. Okay. They rolled higher on that one, so it still hits.
Shoot. I try. I protect, but I
The
fail.
guard is very appreciative, by the way. You may not know it now, but he is.
Yeah, I mean, if he lives to thank me,
And
we'll
you can
see.
see sort of this just like pale green energy just leaving the hands of this kobold, and a large line of energy strikes into the guard, and they take some damage. Looking pretty hurt, but not quite dead yet. Up next is this guard here, and he is going to work his way around. Here to try and attack this kobold, and he looks back at his guards. He's like, "With me, we must make it into there, so we can protect the Lord and the rest of the manor." And he is going to take his giant halberd and swing at this kobold with a mighty 10, which misses their AC. All right. Up next is going to be this guard. He's going to step forward and do as the captain says and try his best, which is good enough. A 22 to hit as he takes his spear and does 4 damage to it. That 4 damage, he just takes it and just stares down the guard. Doesn't seem to be too hurt by it. The next guard is going to try and swarm around too and do the same thing, and they're going to miss with a natural 1. Valkan, you are next.
Boy. Quickly assessing the situation. He's going to just kind of take off. And he's going to run straight.
I thought you were like, I was just gonna take off.
He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Goodbye. Thanks for the fun times, everybody.
I'm out. Peace.
He's gonna go this way, straight down to here, and then using my action to do a dash, I'm gonna go a wee bit further. So my map stops messing around. Okay. Oh my god, my map is literally. Hold on, guys. Sorry. What's happening? It's like every time I try to move my piece, the map moves completely. Okay. I'm just gonna move to this corner here. I know it's not my full movement, but I'm gonna hang out right there. I should be out of sight of the mage, right?
Yep. You
I'm
would
hiding
definitely
there.
have cover from that angle from the mage.
Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of hang out there until the next round.
Okay. Up next is this kobold, and they're going to move up here and then take a swing at this guard with the halberd. And they are definitely going to hit. And they do a whole 3 damage against him. Did all these kobolds go in order? I guess they did.
Nice.
This one is going to move and try and surround this guard and also make an attack. And they also hit. And they take 4 damage. So as that kobold kind of stabs into this guard, gets right through the side of the armor, and they kind of fall to their knee and then it's kind of cough up some blood out of their mouth, and they fall over onto their side.
Guard number 3, no!
This kobold is going to move this way, and they're going to stab this guard. And they're also going to hit. And they're going to deal 4 damage. All right. Wow, our initiative is so weird. Looks like there's a whole bunch of people just going in like in order. This winged kobold sees you flying or kind of hanging out there, and they are going to just hover above you about 15 feet. And they're going to try and drop a rock on you.
Does this count as a ranged attack?
It does, and they are going to with 17 against you, which I believe hits you. And then
Yeah,
they deal 6 damage.
Okay.
So you can use your reaction if you'd like
I was gonna
to
say,
deflect.
yeah, I would definitely like to try and deflect it.
Okay.
That was it's a D10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And +5, that's an 8.
It's an 8 is enough, so you were able to just kind of deflect the rock out of the way as he tries to hurl it down onto you.
All right.
This next kobold is going to do the same thing, fly above this guard and drop a rock on them and also hit, doing 7 damage, which is just enough for that guard. As he kind of looks up and sees this creature flying above him, he throws the rock downward and it just strikes into his helmet, denting it in, and he just falls over. Vin, it is your turn.
I am going to do Chaos Bolt at the caster.
Okay. Is that an attack roll?
Let me double check. Range spell attack.
You would have to, I think you can, yeah, you can see him, through
Yeah.
that guard. If he was still alive, you couldn't see him, but you're good right there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Hold on, let me do some math. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17 does hit.
Cool.
Roll your damage.
Right, so 2d8. Let me grab this set of die. A 2 and a 7. So wait, on a hit it takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. So then the 1d6 is yeah. 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Gotcha.
And I can choose one of the d8s for damage. So let's see, what is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 2. The 7th item, what is that? Thunder damage or what is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Or no, it's psychic damage.
Gotcha. Okay. So you do.
Yeah, actually I'll do psychic damage. That sounds dope.
You hurl this bolt through kind of the fray over in that open spot where you can see the caster. And you can just kind of see it just hit him, and he just kind of holds his head, as you can kind of see him just cringing and like holding his temples, trying to get you out of his head essentially, as the psychic damage hurts his mind.
Can I have the psychic damage like whisper something to him?
Sure.
I whisper, "You are nothing. You suck. No one loves you."
Oh my god.
Okay. Ron, it is now your turn.
Disturbed by what Vin said, Ron's gonna move 30 feet forward, pretty much right behind Bryn, and through my running motion, I'm gonna hurl a javelin at this fancy kobold in the middle.
The big chungus.
Yeah, the chungus. 15 hit.
Let's see. A 15 just hits.
Fantastic. I shall do 5 damage.
Gotcha. You hurl your javelin and it kind of gets past his shield and hits him, and he just kind of looks at you, still very much in the fight at this point.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
So he looks towards you and then kind of narrows his eyes, looks at you and then turns and then just goes to stab this guard that's seemingly surrounded now. And definitely hits with their spear, dealing 3 piercing damage. He's looking a little hurt from that. Bryn, it is your turn.
Ooh, okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, I'm gonna go here and try to pull this guard back from the front lines. The downed guard. I don't know how that works. Does that just take like half my movement?
Yeah,
And then
you'll
I
be
want
able
to
to
try to
drag
kill
him, and it
him.
just takes half your movement.
Okay, so probably like to here. So I'm moving back to that spot. Okay, no, to here. And then I want to cast, I want to pull out my healing kit. So I'm just going to kind of slap him in the cheek a couple times and then pour some of my magic vodka down his throat. Wake up, you're going to be fine. You're going to live. Wake up, soldier. And I'll spend a use to
So before you
heal
do this,
him.
just make a medicine check for me.
I shouldn't. Oh, to see if he's dead?
Just before this, yeah. Make a medicine check.
How can he be dead? 15.
He's definitely dead.
He doesn't do. Villagers don't do death saving.
Not everybody's a hero, unfortunately.
Well,
So
what about that
he-
other dude? Could I have saved him? I changed my mind. I changed my turn.
So you drag him, and as you're dragging him, you kind of look down and you just kind of see that there's no resistance, and it's just dead weight, pretty much.
No.
Okay, well, I still have my action,
You do?
right? Okay, because I didn't bother healing him. Well, then I'm gonna be really mad, and I'm gonna throw my spear at the one that the big guy, the big middle guy.
Mm-hmm.
All I can think of is
so
sorry,
mad.
Yep.
I am mad. 22.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
5 whole damage.
5 damage. He just can't parry it with his shield, and it hits him in the side, and he just kind of stares you down. It hit him. It did some damage, but he's still.
I want to
ready
scream
to
really
go.
loud so he knows I'm angry.
So you let out this guttural roar.
Yeah, I don't
at
want to hurt
him,
everyone's ears, but
and he looks at you and just goes, "Ah!" and just yells back at you.
good. Murder him.
This kobold is going to move here and then continue to move, I believe, here. And they begin casting a spell, and let's see.
He's looking something up. I don't like it.
Right?
And this is a 12 to your AC, Vin, as he kind of looks in your direction, is incanting some sort of spell. I believe 12 hits you.
Yeah, I have an AC of 10.
Oh my.
Oh.
I squish.
You take 11 poison damage, as this just similar to the other spell but that he cast earlier, but more powerful. Just a beam just kind of comes from his hands in the same pale green energy, and just hits you, and you just immediately start feeling sick. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Poison.
And you also have disadvantage on this
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Oh no.
because they expended some resources to invoke that on you.
So I do it twice and take the lower number.
Yep.
It will be 9.
A 9. You are poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Well, that's a B word. What does that mean? Do I like continue taking damage? Do I?
So it takes the effect of poison on you, and what that does, I will read this to you real quick. The poison condition, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks until the end of your next turn.
Okay. I got stuff up my sleeve. Can I use my
That's like,
sorcery points?
Okay.
Um,
Meanwhile, eyeing the DM like, mm-hmm.
You can certainly on like on your turn. I don't think you have any reactions that you can do. Up next,
I don't think I can heal poisoned. What can heal poisoned?
I believe paladin, and
Like
some
lesser restoration,
or not sure if lay on hands does as well, but and that is going to be their turn. Up next is this guard captain, seemingly surrounded by kobolds, and he's going to take a swing with his halberd at the one that's below him on the map. In a very dire situation, as both of his guards flanking him are down, and he rolls an 11, which I don't believe, nope, just misses. So he swings the halberd wildly, just trying to get him away from him, and they are able to just dodge out of the way. Valkan, you are next.
Okay. So from Valken's point of view, I see just a beam of energy hit Vin, and hearing it, seeing it, I know where that mage is at, so I'm gonna round the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Because that guy's 15 feet above me, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity, right?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna round the corner, and as soon as I see him, it's just straight up attack.
Go for
And
it.
right up in his
Yeah,
face.
get it.
You know, straight laser focus.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ooh, I don't know. 10.
You say 10?
Mhm.
10 is not enough. So you swing and he dodges out of the way.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm just gonna do a regular old unarmed strike then.
Okay.
That's a 24.
24 definitely hits.
Why? Always the weaker one. That is 7 damage though.
7 damage.
As well.
You lay into him with your martial arts and then hit him square in the ribs with a punch, and he kind of winces.
Hello, bitch.
Up next, this kobold is going to take a swing at the guard in front of him and is going to connect with a dagger as he does 4 piercing damage. The next kobold also is going to try and stab this guard as he's surrounded. Natural 20. Holy shit.
No, I was gonna say stay alive.
He takes 8 damage and he gets stabbed kind of in the side as he's trying to just fly his halberd all around. And he gets stabbed and kind of falls on a knee and just kind of crumples over. And he falls in battle.
No.
Let's see real quick. Ron and since you're looking that direction,
Yes.
you can see that there's still faint breathing. He's completely out of the fight, but not dead currently.
Do I see
Gotcha.
that too?
Okay.
Your passive perception was not enough for it, but you can check on him on your turn.
Yeah.
This kobold with this guard out of the way is going to run over to Valkan and stab him with a dagger. And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And you take 4 piercing damage as you see one of the kobolds break away from the pack, run over to you, and just jab this dagger into your side.
Ooh.
This
Well,
kobold
whatever.
is going to land and try and surround you with the others. And is also going to try and stab you with a dagger. And that is going to be a 13, which I think misses your AC.
Nope. That misses. Yeah.
This kobold is going to fly. And they're going to dash. And they're going to fly about 15 feet over you, Vin. And you can see them holding like a giant rock.
Where
Ready
are
to
they
drop it on
getting
you.
these rocks?
I know, right?
All right, Vin, your turn.
If I move, does he have attack of opportunity on me, or?
He's flying
Okay.
above you by 15 feet, so he's not adjacent to you. So you'll be able to move.
Okay. I am going to hold on. I have a different tool on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that how I have to do it, like diagonally, or? Yeah, I think that works, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to do my... Where are you, spell? Aghanazar Scorcher at the spellcaster, please.
Gotcha. Okay, let me look.
That's a dex, or yeah, a dexterity savings throw, or they take half as much on a failed.
They are. It's
Or
30 feet,
successful.
right?
Yeah. Are
They're
they?
out of your range.
Oh,
just
shoot!
barely.
Did I not count that right? Because I
think she
counted
can
it
move
earlier.
One more.
Yeah, you still
Hold
got
on, I
movement.
was right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've
I
got
do?
movement.
Oh, I'll move there.
Sure.
There we go. Okay. I was like, I counted this out beforehand. I thought I did
Yeah.
it right.
So I believe that's a line, right? And it affects everyone in the line.
Yeah, a line. It is a line. Yes.
Oh, you're good.
So we will line it up there where you can hit the kobold in front as well as the sorcerer, and that's a dex saving throw.
And barely miss all of your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Dexterous saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
This kobold the kobold in front rolled an 11, and then the one that is casting spells, they rolled a 14.
My dex is 14.
Gotcha. So they save, but the kobold in front does not.
Okay, so they'll take half as much.
Okay.
So my 8 is here. 4 plus a 2, and let me roll another one. That's another 4, so 8, 9, 10.
Gotcha. 10 damage. So this kobold in this line of fire that you were throwing just burns up completely, incinerated. And then the caster behind him kind of dodges a little bit out of the way and then like covers their face and just kind of singes some of their robe that they're wearing and some of their skin. Definitely hurt them. But they're still in the fight.
Okay.
Ron.
I'm gonna yell to Bryn. Bryn, the god who last fall still breathes. I will take care of Chunky One.
And I charge. And I'm going to use my inspiration
Nice.
to get an advantage on this attack.
Yes.
A 23.
Definitely hits.
I'm going to expend my last spell to Divine Smite.
Oof.
Yes.
This is exciting.
20 damage.
20 damage. So as your hammer rolls over your head and you strike this creature with your divine energy, it goes through the shield and kind of crushes a piece of their armor, and he winces and then looks at you in the eye, still alive. What does it look like whenever you cast smite? How does that kind of invoke that energy on your weapon?
It kind of feels like the spark of life, but mixed with the essence of nature. So it's kind of like a green electricity.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And this electricity is just still kind of just emanating from him, this green energy. Still standing, looking rough, kind of armor, a little battered, holding himself up with the spear. But he's still in the fight. Anything else?
That is all. I just stare him down.
And it is his turn. So he looks at you. Let's see. And they are going to attack you with the spear, and that is just a 13 to hit, which I don't think is enough.
Correct.
So he just kind of lunges at you with the spear, but you're able to just knock it out of the way. Bryn, you are next.
Okay, so Ron just told me the other guy's still breathing, so I'm going to run up and try to pull him back. So that's
Sure.
5, 10, 15. I probably can't do that, actually. So
How much
I'm
did
just
you
going
move?
to... That would have been 15 to get
Yep.
there, and I would need half my movement to pull him back.
So you could move him, which would be, yeah, just like, I think 5 feet or so.
That's fine. I can just stay here. I'm just gonna hope that Ron protects me while I help this guy. And I'm going to lean down and pull out my healer's kit, which is just a bottle of suspiciously clear liquid. And I'm gonna kind of hold his mouth open and pour some in and be like, "Snap out of it, soldier. You're going to be okay."
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Gotcha. And that just
Why did he tell you how
stabilizes-
much he heals for?
Got you. So you
No, I
heal.
don't just stabilize him. I heal him. Because I'm going to expend a use, and he will regain 1 hit point in
One.
addition to being stabilized.
1 hit point. So as you rush over and kind of kneel over him, as you kind of see just.
Oh.
Go ahead.
It doesn't even take a use of my kit, so he's just got 1 hit point. He's good.
Gotcha. You kind of see his like breath wavering, and then you kind of turn him over and pop the cork and just pour this liquid down his throat, and you see his eyes open and he just goes and starts coughing and just kind of looks around just to see as he's on his back frantically trying to see what's going on around him.
And then I'm gonna kind of like, it doesn't really work battle map wise, but I'm gonna kind of stand over his body with my shield. Like,
yeah, gotcha. Okay, the Kobold magic user is their turn, and they start casting a spell. And in front of you, Valkan, you see him doing some motions with his hands, and then he seemingly disappears from your sight.
Okay.
And you can so you no longer see this person, this spellcasting kobold in front of you, but you are able to hear that they're starting to turn to run. I will say that you can make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage since they are invisible.
Because of mine elf ears.
Yeah, your elf ears.
Okay. It's like is this a straight up attack roll?
Yep, just
That would be a 17 to hit.
and that's with disadvantage.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
No, actually, that's gonna be a 10 then.
A 10. Okay, so you see this kobold just make this incantation and seemingly vanish in front of you, and you hear footsteps. And as you swing with your quarterstaff to try and keep them from running, you just hit air. Nothing, and you have no idea where they are.
Hey
Okay.
DM.
Mhm.
Actually, I read that wrong. I can actually heal him with the healer's kit as
Sure.
my healer feature.
Yeah.
So he's gonna actually get 7 health plus
Ooh.
additional hit points equal to his maximum number of hit dice.
Gotcha. Okay,
So sorry, I misread that.
that's okay.
Sweet.
First time using this.
So you give him a total of 9
He's
HP.
feeling great.
Okay. It is that guard's turn now as he kind of and like brings himself up from his knees and kind of assesses the battlefield, and he is going to take a swing at the kobold again. Below him, he's definitely in the fight. He's not going to go anywhere. And he hits with his
Nice.
giant halberd. Doing 9 damage to this kobold. And as he kind of gets up and like regains himself, and he looks at this kobold, and as he's getting up, he swings upward, and with this halberd just chops off the head of this kobold and sends it rolling. In
Yeah.
one motion. And he kind of looks back to you and just nods as the battle continues. Valkan.
Okay. A little frustrated that the mage disappeared. I don't really know where they went. I still have that guy above me. All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of duck back around the corner here
Sure.
if possible. Kind of going this way. Because I'm gonna hold any sort of action until either the wing guy attacks me. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action to see what the wing guy does. If he attacks me, then I'll try to attack back or defend myself.
Gotcha. So you're just gonna hold your action, and if that winged kobold tries to attack you, you'll just use your action to hit with your quarterstaff. From okay, making sure I
If he's
got
in
that.
range, yeah.
Okay. This kobold is sees the guard attack his friend with the halberd. And he's gonna try and take his chances elsewhere. So he's gonna move and try and get around to to flank Ron. He gets an attack of opportunity with the halberd, and is gonna hit.
Come on. Yes. Big money.
And he does enough damage as this one's trying to run away to get a more advantageous position. He slices into that one before he can get anywhere, and just he falls to the ground, blood spilling out of him. This kobold is dead.
I was gonna say, I
kobold is
forgot to
dead.
mention this. Like, as I move on my last turn, kind of shout to everybody, try not to bunch up. The mage is gone. And then there's kind of like a little warning.
Yeah. The kobold that's landed is just going to try and stab you. And that is a 16 to your AC. I believe that hits you. And you take 5 piercing damage as he just stabs you with a dagger as you've kind of rounded the corner. So you would take the 5 damage, but then you can use since he attacked you, you can use your ready to action to attack him back. That's to you, Valkan.
Oh, sorry. Thinking about something. All right.
So 5 damage to you, and then you can attack
5
him.
damage to me, yep. Okay, 5 to me. And then to attack him back. That will be a 13 to hit.
13's just enough. Roll damage.
That's 7 damage.
7 damage. So as you kind of retaliate, as he stabs you and you hit with your quarterstaff, you just hit him in the side and he just falls over and fell over, dropping that kobold. Very nice job. The other one flies over to you, Vin, and lands, and then goes to try and stab you with a dagger.
No, Vin.
And that is a 12 to hit, which I believe hits you.
Mm-hmm.
That is 5 piercing damage to you.
Ooh. I'm not doing so hot.
Vin, it is your turn.
I go invisible.
Okay.
Nice. And so since I'm invisible, if I move, does he get a attack, or can I disengage and move, or how does that work?
So you've used the spell to be invisible. So that's your action, so you can't disengage. But since he can't see you and just kind of hears that you're leaving amidst all the chaos, he'd get disadvantage on
Okay.
you.
So I will go. Fun. How do you do the thing, like the special magic trick where you move with the?
So if you hold left click on your token, and then you can right click waypoints.
Oh, I see. Right.
True magic.
It is.
All right, I go there.
So they're going to take their attack of opportunity at disadvantage. Oof. They rolled a 19 and a 15 on the dice, so that's going to
They're
be
gonna
a
kill
20
me.
to your AC.
Oh,
7 damage. They rolled a
I'm
max.
Dead.
So as you,
she's still invisible?
I don't think that because invisible's concentration spell. So once you are unconscious, you
good.
can't concentrate on a spell anymore.
Okay,
So as you're
good.
trying to run, just out of sheer luck, he just stabs into nothingness and gains purchase and hits you in the back as you're trying to run, and you fall down on the ground in front of him.
Man.
No.
Ron, it is your turn.
I'm
You
gonna
are.
throw my shield down and grip my hammer with 2 hands and swing at the chunky
Ooh.
kobold.
Hammer
Go
down.
for it.
21 to hit.
Definitely hits.
9 damage.
9 damage. So you come down with your hammer and strike. It makes it through his shield and hits him in the armor, doing 9 damage. And he is still up, barely. He's wavering.
My goodness.
He's barely standing, but he's still in the fight.
So much beef.
And this kobold in front of you, he just looks at you and just kind of snarls, and he throws his shield down.
Oh.
And he grips his spear in two hands against you. And he is only going to do an 8 to your AC. So he goes to thrust, and you're able to just it hits your armor, but just bounces off. All right, and then up next is going to be Bryn, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to Vin. I'm not going to disengage, so he can take an attack of opportunity.
Gotcha, and that's the big dragon guy.
Yeah.
That is a natural 1. He misses you as you're trying to get away, and he's just desperately just thrusting, trying to hit something.
Turn around and like do this to him and run away, and then I'm gonna for Vin, I'm gonna turn around and then I'm gonna run over to Vin, and because she's not awake enough to do that right now, and then I'm gonna go over there and be like, Vin, and I'm just gonna pick you up and pour vodka down your throat, my magic vodka down your throat. Wake up! And you get, just did this. Let's see, the D6. Oh yes, you get 9 HP plus an additional HP equal to your maximum number of hit dice. Which I don't know what that is. So
It would be 3.
3. Okay.
So 9 plus 3?
Yeah.
Yay.
Gotta load the magic vodka.
This is special healing water from my village.
That's good vodka.
Anything else you'd like
It's
to
extra
do?
pure and clear. Don't worry about the taste. That's normal.
All
If
right.
it turns your tongue black, also normal. Don't worry.
Up next is the Kobold spellcaster's turn, and you don't hear anything else in that direction, Valkan. You don't hear anything else around you going on. You're not sure where they are or what they're doing at all. The guard captain's turn is going to swing at the big kobold. He's going to swing and a miss, unfortunately, with his halberd. Valkan, your turn.
Okay. Seems like the situation a little dicey, but I believe in my companions over there. Falcon's gonna peek around the edge of this building. Can he see maybe some footprints or any sort of thing on the ground that might indicate which way the mage has gone?
Make a survival check.
Not so good with survival. That's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay. So as you're kind of looking for footprints, unfortunately, because of the battle, things have just kind of shuffled along in kind of like the dirt and the gravel in the main area inside of this manor. And as you're looking, trying to find something around the corner, you just see grass and you can't really pick up a trail.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do? You think you still have a bonus action and movement if you'd like?
Yeah. Falcon's gonna go ahead and move. He's just going to more or less kind of sacrifice himself a little bit here. Gonna move out. Actually, you know what? He's kind of frustrated. He wants to hit somebody, so
Sure.
he's gonna go ahead and move there, and he's gonna take a strike at the big guy.
So you used your action to make the survival check. So you can move there. You just
Okay.
can't use your martial arts, I don't believe, unless you do an attack action beforehand. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can get there and get ready to get back in the battle, but you had to use your action to look for tracks since you were actively doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So
I see, just to make sure.
I'm looking to see. I don't.
Yep. When you use your attack action on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So you can't this round, but you'll be able to next round.
What about, do I not have access? Because I still have a key point left.
Yeah, so Flurry of Blows also says after you take the attack action on your turn, then you can use your key point to get 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So all those are tied with you attacking on your action.
Okay.
So you're good. You're in position. You're ready to go. You just can't this round since you had to spend some time looking to try and find some footprints and tracks.
All right. I'm just waiting and ready.
This kobold is dead. This kobold is dead. This kobold here is going to move over here and just stab at you, Bryn. While I believe Vin is still on the ground. You're healed, but you're still prone.
She's still on the ground.
So he thinks he finished the job. And he's going to roll and is going to miss you, I believe. Actually, let's see. I think that's a 15 to your AC. What's that? Or 14, sorry.
15 misses.
Okay, gotcha.
Definitely misses.
So he goes to stab and misses. Vin, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a couple questions. Getting up, is that an action or is that movement?
Half your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna get up, and then can I use my meta magic to use Quickened so I can cast 2 spells this turn?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do Quickened, but so first I'm gonna cast Firebolt. No, just kidding. Magic Missile at him. Because I'm pissed off that he hurt me. And so that auto hits.
Sure. Let me know what the damage is.
I believe that is 3D or like 3 4s. Those are 3 darts. So let me get these 2. Right. So 1 plus 4, and then let me roll 1 more. That's a 1, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
You
damage.
Kill that kobold.
Yes.
And I see my turn go
Nice.
stinker.
All right.
And then I use my meta magic to cast.
I will say with the twin spell for your meta magic, it's only on a spell that's incapable of targeting more than one creature. So a magic missile you can split, so you can't use it here, but you do kill the kobold. If you had used like firebolt, you could have done 2, but the way that magic missile you can split, so it's capable of targeting more than one creature.
Right, I said quickened. Did I not say quickened?
Oh, I thought you said twinned. That is my bad.
Oh no, quickened.
my bad. I was reading twin. My bad. You're good. Quickened.
No. So I'm going to now cast my
Sorcerers are so crazy.
Yeah, that was my bad on that one.
I'm gonna cast my firebolt.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I'll cast my firebolt at the big baddie.
Gotcha. Roll your damage. And that's my bad on the spell earlier.
No, you're good. So this is a ranged spell. So should I do my range first?
Yep.
Right, 6. So 12.
That is a 12 to their AC. Let's see.
They did drop their shield.
They did drop their shield, but it just misses him.
Darn it.
It just misses him. He's just too thick compared to the other ones. It was close. You're one away. Now you need a 13, so almost there.
Darn it.
Ron.
All right. I'm going to take a swing.
It's crunch time, Ron.
I hit with a 20.
Yeah, definitely. Roll damage.
Chunky has fought with great honor.
And then I swing with my hammer and do 10 damage.
How do you drop the Kobold Dragon Shield?
Thinking back to my tennis backswing hit, I change form into like a golfer long swing and swing upward with my hammer.
Swing away, Ron. As you swing upwards, you hit him across the chin, and he just, unable to stay standing, and just topples over, dead. As you finally finish him off. And
second fan art. Ron and close.
And then I roar with victorious rage.
So,
Run strong.
as the battlefield sort of quiets, you don't hear anything. There's no sign of the spellcaster. Nothing.
They get away.
I tend to the guard.
Is there more people to save?
And he
Anyone else?
He kind of pulls himself together, and he says, "Well, first I'm gonna check inside to make sure the Lord and the people that were hiding there are all right. They may need some help around the village to help put out fires. So if any of you have any capabilities in that respect, or if you can
But
help carry a
first,
bucket."
What is his name and what color are his eyes?
If maybe
Chat wants
would you
to
ask
know.
him? So you ask him what his name
What
is.
is your name?
My name is Captain Malin Dumain. I'm the guard captain here
Malin
at Eramor.
Domain. And his eyes, please.
His eyes are dark brown,
Thank you.
and he goes, "If you'll excuse me one moment," and then he kind of goes to the doorway and just hear him knock.
Can I get your ASL?
Sir, it's all right. We're gonna be cleaning up the fires, and you see the door kind of swing open. And as you look inside, you can get a glimpse of just a large foyer area with a lot of people huddled, just trying to stay out of the way of the fires and all of the battles and things like that. And you see a figure kind of walk out of the manor. Looks pretty young. He's got kind of short brown hair, some blue eyes if you're curious.
I
He's
am.
sort of
Thank
just
you.
wearing some fine clothing as he walks out, and he goes, all right, Malin, do what you can around the village. I will make sure everyone in here is all right." And he kind of looks out to you, and he says, "Malin, who are these people?" And he goes, "Well, sir, I honestly have no idea where they came from, but they're here to help." And he looks out, and he kind of steps outside. He says, "Hello, my name is Lord Delric Rainhall, and this is my manor. I'm the Lord over Eramor, and I thank you for your help. If you'll excuse me, for now, I will tend to the wounded inside. If you could help around the village. But for your bravery, will you be staying for any amount of time?"
Yes, we will be staying in Eramor.
Okay. Well, if there's anything that you need in town, let me know, or fetch one of the guards. As far as in town, all of your room and board in Eramor at the local inn will be paid for by me and my estate. So tell them that I sent you.
Drinks too?
Sure, yes. Drinks as well.
Thanks.
Very gracious of you, Lord.
Yes. May I ask your names?
They call me Ron.
Ron, yes. And you, he points to Bryn.
I am Bryn.
It's a pleasure. Bryn, he kind of bows to each of you. And you, and he points to Vin.
I jump with a 2-feeted jump, and we're 2 feet laying on the ground, and I say, "I'm Vin."
Pleasure to meet you, Vin. And then you, sir, and looks to you, Valkian.
Valken, before you go, Lord,
Yes.
do you know where we can find an Ixius Zoleri?
Oh, yes,
Anything?
the local arcanist. Well, and he kind of walks out to the courtyard. If you go straight from the town square where I'm assuming you came from, just slightly to the west. Actually, and he looks, and you can see sort of a large structure with a pointed top, barely cresting over some of the buildings around you. That is where she stays. You can find her there, I'm sure.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me, I will tend to.
I shall accompany you. I am medic. In fact, I can probably heal better than anyone else here. Just show me to your wounded.
Oh, yes, please. And he just leads you inside. And there's some people with some light burn marks, a couple slashes, you're guessing, from Kobold attacks. No one really too injured. Luckily, they were able to get away.
I'll help out while the party's doing other stuff. Bryn's just going to be doing her little field medic stuff.
Got you. And then the guard captain is going to look to you. He's like, if you'll excuse me, if any of you would mind helping, we're gonna go in and get a line for buckets from the river. Or if any of you have any arcane ways of helping us, and we'll start putting out the fires.
Ron just have muscles. Ron will use muscle.
Got you. All right, well,
Those are his
follow me.
arcane ways.
Anyone that is going to try and assist them with putting the fires out, just go ahead and make athletics checks if you're going to try and just use your strength to help them with buckets, unless you wanted to do anything magical.
14 athletics.
Gotcha. And then Vin
I'll
and
just
Falcon.
use Mage Hand to carry the buckets
Sure, yeah.
because I'm lazy.
It totally works. You can use your mage hand.
6.
A 6. All right. That's mostly a passing. So you're able to kind of round up the villagers. Everyone's kind of banding together to help put buildings out. There is some damage in certain spots, like you noticed on the edge of the city where one of the guards were that you helped. The stables, as you can see, were completely alight. None of the horses are there. They had happened to get away. But the stables are just in ruin, and you would guess they'll probably have to be searching for horses later on. But other than that, most things are okay, and you're able to put all of the fires out. So that is good as far as the fires go. What do you do next? It is late in the afternoon. I know that you asked about Ixius, and then you also have room and board at the inn.
I think after all this, Falcon just. I need food, I need drink, and I need sleep. I don't know about you guys. Talking to
Yes, and
my
yes.
partner.
Ron agrees. We need to get Vulcan sweet bread.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the utmost important. The mage can wait.
Excuse me, do you have pastry or cake or perhaps cinnamon buns or donuts?
Our bakery burned down.
Who are you asking this?
The closest person.
Gotcha. So I'm assuming that you
I
helped
don't care.
tend to the wounded, and the Lord is like, we do have a baker, but it's really simple living here. They may be able to whip something up especially for you, but typically it's just breads
Look,
to
his
feed the
blood
people.
sugar is very low. I am a trained medical expert, and his blood sugar, if it gets too low, he could just die like that.
Oh, well, well, you
Falcon's
could
not even paying attention at this point. He's just like spacing out like.
you could check at the local inn. Maybe they have something there that can help.
Very good. Thank you.
Got you. So you're headed to the inn, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you make your way over to the inn, and you see a human behind the bar, sort of like cleaning some things up. Not a lot of damage, but really just straightening things. You can assume that kobolds came in and just ransacked the place. She's got dark skin, wearing like a dark red linen shirt, and she's got long hair to one side, and one side is short on the other side. And she says to you all, "How can I help you? You're looking for room, for board?"
Yes, we need room and board, and we must feast.
Oh, all right then. That is going to be, let's see here.
Free.
I'm sorry, free. What do you mean?
Under orders of Lord Delric, we saved.
Oh
your
yes, we are
village.
on his tab.
And you see like a spark of recognition. And some time has passed that you've helped with, the villagers put out the fires. She goes, "Oh, that's you. All right, yes. Well, please, come in, have a seat. We have ale, we have mead. Anything else that you may need?"
We would just like to try maybe like one of everything. Could we just like smorgasbord it out here?
Sure,
Are
absolutely.
you familiar with the term? Yes, just put it all here. It's been a long day.
All right, I can do this. And she kind of rushes to the back. She gets a round of drinks.
Oh, what was your name?
My name is Ira Locke, and this is my inn and tavern, the Wooden Duck. And she goes
The
to
Wooden Duck.
the back, and
I
she
like
kind of gathers some meads and spreads them on the
Wooden
table.
duck?
Mm-hmm.
And the name was, oh, sorry?
Ira Locke. Locke. And she goes to the back and kind of whips up some food. Takes a little bit of time. And she comes back with kind of a large spread. So you notice like there is some sort of like meat, steak form, some like potato as well. And then she also puts in front of you, it looks like some sort of like a normal loaf of bread, but you can see like some raisins and stuff in it. So sort of like some sweet raisin bread. If there's anything else that I can do, you just let me know.
Hawken just digs in like
This is
again,
most
anime
gracious.
style
Thank you.
protagonist way of just food, drink, food, drink.
It's like impressive how much you're just shoving down there.
Yeah, for an athletic, slender elf, it's a lot of food.
I have never seen an elf eat so much. I approve.
Ron is impressed.
He barely acknowledges.
You're just Garfielding that food right in your mouth.
Yeah.
Vin, how do you feel? Do you feel okay? I know you had to look a little sick.
I am still extremely exhausted, but nothing a long rest can't heal up. As I'm like lazily using Mage Hand to like cut my food and like shovel it into my mouth.
You're like laying on the bench and you're just
yeah, like I'm just too tired to do it, so my magic is doing it for me.
Does Vin need Ron to carry Vin?
Yes, please.
Okay, after Vin finish eating, Ron will carry Vin to room.
Thank you. I nod and like pass out with like food in my mouth.
I think tonight we don't need to keep watch. No, this town seems most gracious to us. Should be good.
All right. So
And
you
then tomorrow we go and see this. What else you said? Falcon?
Zoleri?
Yeah,
Ixia Soleri, yes, Arcanist.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not one for like names and places and remembering things.
Is there like a tavern boy or something like that could like run errands or something?
Sure. So you see
Yeah.
Ira kind of behind the counter, and you see like another like young man just kind of straightening chairs behind, in the rest of the tavern area, and you can see kind of upstairs where you'd assume rooms and things are.
A bar boy. One who cleans.
Oh, who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you need?
Can you deliver message to Doc?
Sure, yeah.
Please inform Captain Dalius. It is a nice ship, has harpoon, that we are staying at Wooden Duck.
We
Oh,
also
yeah.
have a guy tied up on the ship as well.
Oh,
The
yeah,
town is safe.
I can do that. Okay. And he looks to
Like,
Ira.
hand him
Is that all
Some
right?
copper.
And he goes to look for approval, and if you put a couple pieces of copper in his hand, he goes, "All right," and just runs out. Not asking for approval. All right, so you finish your dinner. The errand boy runs off to go find the captain. Anything else that you all would like to do?
Yes, I would like to inquire if the innkeep has any like reading materials. After a long day of killing things, I really like to get my knowledge on,
No, sorry. We've just got ale and mead and food. No reading material
Well, this
here.
is disappointing.
Well, the local church of a monitor, they have a small
Oh,
library
gosh,
there.
don't say another freaking word.
Oh, all right then.
Forget
After
I
I
asked.
finish eating, I just carefully scoop up Vin and carry her to her room.
Oh. I love that it's like Ron has to carry it. Like now he needs to carry Bryn for some reason.
Everybody gets to get carried.
Everyone gets
You
carried.
get carried. You get carried. You all are carried.
Okay,
Those big fuzzy fur bulk arms. Oh.
gotcha. So you all make it to your rooms for the night. They're modest, pretty much just a bed, maybe a small, like, chest of drawers. well made, but not anything fancy. And if you were going to bed down for the night, you can do so without any issue.
What time is it roughly?
Right now, after the battles and you helped put the fires out and those things, you're probably getting into like late in the evening at this point.
I think Falcon will probably stayed up down in the inn, the food area of the inn.
Sure.
Until they close.
Not a lot of patrons really. As you kind of suspect, most people are just trying to clean up after kind of the damage that the kobolds had done to the village.
Yeah.
Some people come in and out, ask how Ira's doing, maybe help her a bit. But once it closes down, and she pretty much just finishes up, and she looks over to you. She's like, "Do you need anything before I close up?"
Falcon just kind of looks out of the side of his vision, says, "No, I think we're fine here. I think this town's gonna be fine." And then he just gets up and starts to head up to his.
I believe so. It's not the first time we've dealt with this. Hopefully the last. Have a good night.
Let's hope.
She goes back and disappears into the back of the bar. And you all fall asleep. You have a long, much needed long rest at the Wooden Duck. And you wake up in the morning with the sun shining, ready for a new day. Anything that you would like to do, or are you heading towards the tower?
Tower first.
I want to
Maybe some
ask.
breakfast.
Oh yeah. Like the people where we, the lady who was just talking with us, is she there, like serving food and stuff?
Yeah, there's some patrons here this morning, kind of eating their morning breakfast. A little busier than what it was last night.
I want to ask her, what had happened in the town.
You mean yesterday?
Yeah.
We've had some troubles, for the past few weeks or so. Those creatures, attacking the town. I don't know how they got past the walls. This time, the first couple times, we had, standard guard, really didn't lock down the city. But this time was different. We had guards at the posts, and they still got in. I don't know what they want. They come, they steal, they destroy, they burn. But that's pretty much what happened here for the past couple weeks. And frankly, I'm a little tired of it. I hope the gods can do something as opposed to just sit on their ass and wait for it to happen again.
What direction does it seem like? Is it always coming from a certain direction, like east or west? Is it an encampment close by? Is there someone leading them?
Oh, I have no idea. Most of the time,
think the Lord might know.
I'm busy here, and we hear the bells ringing. We hear things happening, and I just try to close up and bar the door and pray. Honestly.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are you here to do something about this?
Maybe.
Yeah. No promises. We're here on a mission, but whether this is our mission is yet to be seen.
Sure. All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else you would like to do in the tavern?
I think Valken would like to make a suggestion. I don't know. Seems like they have an awful lot of problems with these things. Can't believe I'm the one suggesting this, but maybe after we speak to the Arcanist, we speak to the Lord and find out if he knows where these things are coming from, and maybe if he'd be willing to pay us to get rid of them.
Ron agrees.
I enjoy killing kobolds, so this is fine by me.
I
And
say
that mage
killing.
is somewhere out there too. I would like to have another whack at him. So
Okay. So the plan is tower first and then to the Lord's Banner?
Unless the Arcanist maybe gives us the relevant information anyways.
Okay. So you make your way through sort of the town square as people are just still trying to clean up. It looks, aside from the buildings that have burned, most of the debris is picked up. People are straightening their things, collecting their items, putting things back into carts. In the town square, you see like a broken cart just in the roadway. Looks like one of the wheels is just broken off. And as you make your way to the large tower, you can sort of see that it's about like 2 or 3 stories in height, not super tall. But you see a walkway that kind of circles around it over to a door. And as you are walking towards the tower, you see someone kind of walking in a similar direction, kind of converging. And you see a dwarven lady with some kind of fine robes that extend like past her knees, that are like silver in color. And she also has some armor, some large shoulder pads as well, as she's kind of going the same direction that you are. And as you kind of get closer together, she looks at you and she's like, "Are you going to see the Arcanist too?"
Aye, we are.
Well, I suppose I'll have to wait in line then.
And who are you?
Well, my name is, I'm the Justicar here. I'm Katria Gamage. I pretty much run any of the guard patrols here, and of course the Iron Court.
I did not understand most of what you just said.
Well, that's just fine then. So she
I
kind of
understood the words. I am quite intelligent. I just have no context.
Ron is also kerfuffled.
You're not from here, are you?
No, do I look like I am from here?
Not really. I'm not too sure why you're here. I hope you're here to help. I just got back with another of the patrols from yesterday evening, and can you believe it? There was an attack out in the hamlets, just outside of town. The whole place is going to shite, if you ask me. Between the fucking kobolds and this bandit king of some sorts, there's not any law or order here.
But you are Justicar. You are law and order, yes?
Supposed to be. So as you're kind of talking, you make your way up to the tower, and you see what looks to be just like smooth stone, and then there's a door. Looks wooden, but there's no handle. Seems to perfectly fit the entryway, so you really can't look in or anything. It's just there in front of you.
Do we have to knock or do we just enter?
So she sees you all kind of staring at the door. She's like, "Move out of the way," and she knocks on the door. "Ixius, it's Gamage and some other friends of here, maybe looking for you." And you see kind of the door kind of go inward and then swing open. And as this happens, you hear just what sounds like at least 8 or 9 locks unlock as this is happening. You hear the mechanical just instances, and this kind of door opens, and you see a half-elf in front of you, with dark, long brown hair and kind of fair features, wearing a purple, like, long robe with kind of orange inlays on the collar. And she looks and says, "I'm sorry, I don't know you. I know you, of course, Katria, but who are you?"
We represent the Order of Iberis. I have the contract.
And she kind of
Ixius Azolai.
I reach out of my tabard and I hold the contract.
Yep, and she looks it over and looks at all of you, and she says, "My name is Ixius Zolerai, and we have a lot to discuss." And that's where we will be ending the session today.
Wait.
Is it an elf or a half elf?
Half-elf.
A half-elf, fair features, long hair. Thanks, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed.
What color are her eyes?
They are sky blue.
Ooh.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Why don't you just like everybody that we meet, just hey, yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah, I've
everybody
decided Bryn
for,
needs to know the color of everyone's eyes.
Hey, that's totally fine. Thank you all for playing. I had a ton of fun. I hope you all enjoyed the combat extravaganza of this episode.
Got to kill a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
I got to
Fun.
heal a bunch of dudes, so I'm happy.
It just so
Yeah.
happened where we ended last time that it just all kind of ran together, but that's totally fine. So thank you all for being a part of this. As always, we'll be back next Friday. What I would like to do now, while we're kind of closing and let everyone talking about their streams, and what they do and what's coming up for them next week, we're gonna have the poll this time,
Yeah, Paul.
so we can get this done before next time. So you can vote
Pull.
on who the the MVP is for the session, and we'll go ahead and start that poll now, and then whoever
Vote
is
for
the
the
top
captain.
voter is going to have inspiration for the next session. So also if you aren't caught up on the episodes, you can always check out on YouTube early next week, as well as on as many podcast networks as I can get to. So almost all of them now. But first we will go with Bryn. Tell them about your stream and what you got going on the next week.
Oh, me. Hi. I am Bunny Dreadful, or Joe, whichever, or Bun Bun. I stream over on Bunny Dreadful, and I am an art streamer, and I will be drawing something. Who knows? I draw a lot of D&D characters, a lot of D&D commission artwork. Sometimes I do emotes. Always mixing it up. So if you want to come see me draw some things, I did the character art that you can see right, I don't know, on one of my sides. So come hang out. And I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays at noon Pacific Standard Time. That's it. Thanks, everyone.
Gotcha. Mac and cheese, please. You're up next. Tell everybody what you got going on the next week.
Next week, streaming. Yeah, so I stream on YouTube every Tuesdays and Saturdays, and then I stream on Twitch on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I am a variety content creator where I play with the community. So I play community games like Among Us and Mario Kart and Jackbox and some fun stuff. So if you like to play games with streamers, that's the kind of content that I make. And my next stream will be tomorrow with a collab with the Aphmau crew. We're going to be playing Mario Kart, I think around noon. And I think I'm going to make that a YouTube stream. If my internet holds out. I don't know. It held out tonight, which is good, but my internet's still going in and out.
That's a good sign. Up next,
Yeah.
Virtual Spectre, my friend.
Well, first off, thank you guys for joining us for session 2. Appreciate you being here. I already love like some of the fan fiction and the silliness that you guys are coming up with in chat. It's great.
It's so fun.
To know more about me, I go by Virtual Spectre. I stream here on Twitch. Technically I'm from the future, so this is kind of, I don't know, normally I'm armored up, I got technology on my face, but I'm a variety content creator playing multitude of different games, action games, MMO games, whatever it is. Come hang out, become a part of the virtual syndicate, have some fun with us, and we'll be live tomorrow, so check it out.
Gotcha. Last but not least, our friend Moobs from the Glorious Gaming Network. What do y'all got planned this week, buddy?
Hello, my name is Moobs, aka Moobs Like Jagger, also known as Eric. I part of a 4-man team on the Glorious Gaming Network. We all work at Obsidian Entertainment. And after a long day of work, we just like to kick back, play a lot of variety games, either individually, together with the community. We do all that kind of stuff. You can find me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays over on the Glorious Gaming Network. Well, tomorrow, Mikey, who's part of the GGN team, will be probably playing some Yakuza 0. So stop on by, hang out. And I'm loving the catchphrases everyone is coming up with in chat.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Writing them all down so I can make emotes.
Gotcha. Thank you all so much. As you know, this is me. This is my channel, Maximus. We'll be back live Monday. Make sure to catch us for episode 3, where they get to the details of what their contract entails. Thank you all for being here. You're all amazing, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah.
Ron loves you.
Haha.